Good morning, Eagle Nation. Thanks for tuning in to the broadcast today on Wrms. I'm your host, TJ Rufino.
And I'm your co-host, Jaylee Amy. Today is Friday the 13th.
First, we go to breaking news. Today at 8 o'clock starts the Candyman fundraiser.
Next Wednesday, the 18th, we have an early dismissal.
That's all we have for breaking news.
Now let's turn it over to our weather anchor for the weekend forecast.
Happy Friday to you all. I'm your weather anchor, John Thompson. Let's take a look at our weekend weather forecast. For today's forecast, mainly cloudy with a chance of some light rain with a low of 65 degrees and highs in the upper 60s to mid 70s. For Saturday's forecast, partly cloudy with a low of 64 degrees and highs in the mid 70s to 80s. For Sunday's forecast, partly cloudy with a low of 66 degrees and highs in the mid 80s. For your back to school Monday forecast, mostly cloudy with a chance of some showers with a low of 49 degrees and highs in the 60s to 70s. This is your weather anchor, John Thompson, reporting from Rosewood Middle School, back to you.
Thank you for that update on the weekend's weather.
Now let's turn it over to our sports anchor to see what's happening at Rosewood Middle School with sports.
Hello to all you sports fans out there. I'm your sports anchor, Benjamin Peacock. Let's take a look at what's happening at the Rosewood Middle School Athletics Department. Game results for this week. Monday, October 9th, there was an away volleyball and soccer game at Grantham. Volleyball won 3 sets to nothing. Final score for the soccer game was 2-0. Wednesday, October 11th, there was an away football game at Nolan. Final score was 42-6. Thursday, October 12th, there was a home volleyball and soccer game versus Mount Olive. Volleyball won 3 sets to 1. Final score for the soccer game was 3-0. Game results for the next week. Upcoming games. Tuesday, October 17th, home football versus Mount Olive. Thursday, October 19th, there's a home volleyball and soccer game versus Dillard. Let's go support our teams with Eagle Pride. This is your sports anchor, Benjamin Peacock, reporting from Rosewood Middle School, back to you.
Thank you for that sports update.
Now please welcome our school counselor, Mrs. Raines, and the SOAR team to our show.
Good morning, Rosewood. It's Friday, and we're excited about the upcoming weekend. This is Ms. Raines, and I'm with the SOAR team with Anasia and Chloe, and we're here, of course, every Friday recognizing students for good deeds and for talking about our character trait of the month, which is respect for October. And we're going to start out, we want staff, all staff should be talking to students about this character trait with our Let's Talk Character Trait initiative, and hopefully revisiting the Rosewood Middle School expectation chart that everyone was given. Just to review that, because we just need to be reminded what it looks like to be respectful and what the expectations are at our school. And we're going to start out with Anasia with our definition for respect.
Definition of respect: treating others the way I want to be treated. Being considerate and honoring the feelings, opinions, and property of others. Trustworthiness: being reliable, keeping promises, and following through on my word. Compassionate: being kind, caring, and forgiving even when others might not be.
Thank you for that. And we have Chloe, and we have a quote for the character trait of respect, and she's going to share that with you today.
This week's quote for respect: the respect you show others, or lack thereof, is an immediate reflection of your self-respect. Source: quotes Graham.
Thank you. Looking at this month, it is Bullying Prevention Month. It's also Substance Abuse Awareness Month. So there's a lot going on at our school, and we're going to be talking a lot about Red Ribbon Week that's coming up. We also have Homecoming and Spirit Week. And in a few minutes, we're going to talk about that. We're going to have some fun things that students get to be involved in. But we want to right now focus on bullying. I know most of your teachers have had you sign the anti-bullying pledge. If they haven't, they're getting ready to talk to you about that. Sixth graders, you're getting ready to meet with Ms. Raines, and we're going to go more in depth about bullying and how we treat others and what the expectations are that in the next couple of weeks. But we're going to start out right now with the definition of bullying, because sometimes students are confused what bullying is versus what rude or mean behavior is, and we don't want any of that at our school. But I'm going to have Anasia actually talk, and she's going to do it slowly, what the definition of bullying is.
The definition of bullying: intentional, aggressive behavior repeated over time that involves an imbalance of power. Your teachers are going to help students understand the difference between rude, mean, and bullying behaviors, and how students can make a difference in eliminating negative peer interactions.
Thank you, and that's real important to understand those differences, and they're going to facilitate a conversation so you guys really understand that. Now, Chloe's going to talk to you a little bit about the anti-bullying pledge.
One of the things students have been asked to do is to sign anti-bullying pledge. When signing this pledge, we as students are agreeing to stand together to address bullying incidents at our school, understand that we, the students, can help reduce bullying incidents by not being a passive bystanders, and that we need to evaluate others and ourselves, our role in the bullying circle, and that we have the duty to reach out and to support our peers that may be the targets of our such acts. By signing the pledge, we agree bullying equals peer abuse.
Very good, and I think she said that's very clear that you can make the difference. The students can. We as adults can talk to you about it, but you, the peers, have more influence on how others here treat each other. We believe everybody at our school should enjoy this school equally and feel safe and secure, accepted, regardless of color, race, gender, popularity, athletic ability, intelligence, religion, nationality, and sexual orientation. And believe me, I have met with many students this past week. Even though we're talking about these issues, they continue to come to my attention through teacher referrals, parent referrals, and student referrals. So think before you speak. You don't have to be friends with everyone, but you can be respectful and kind, and that goes back to the character trait of respect. Again, you do not have to agree with the lifestyle choices or beliefs of others that may be different than yours, but we have to learn to coexist peacefully, and that's an expectation. And our administrators have that expectations for our students and our staff. I'm talking to the adults as well. We all need to evaluate ourselves, not just the students, but how we treat and respect you as students and how we respect each other. So that's really important. And by signing the bullying pledge, and you guys, most of you have already done that, students are agreeing to, and we just hit some highlights, and as you're going to quickly go through that.
Value student differences and treating others with respect. Avoid encouraging bullying behavior by laughing and/or indirectly supporting the bullying behaviors. Be aware of the school's policies and support systems with regards to bullying. Your teachers have been talking to you about this issue in the school-wide RMS student behavior expectations. Report bullying behaviors to a staff member and/or download the NC Speak Up app, where Wayne County students can report bullying anonymously.
And that is a new app that Wayne County Schools has incorporated. If you're not comfortable talking to a staff person or your parents or an administrator here, you can go online and do that through the NC Speak Up app. So make sure that you have that downloaded on your phones. And Chloe's going to finish up with that.
Support students who have been or are subjected to bullying that might need a friend. Reach out with kindness and pass it on. Talk to teachers and parents about concerns and issues regarding the issue, not only at school, but at home. We are a tech-savvy generation. When using social media, think before you tweet, snap, or negative comment or picture.
So if you're texting, tweeting, snapping, what else do you guys do? Ooh, there's a lot of things out there. Think before you do that.
Work with other students and faculty to help the school deal with bullying effectively, and take a personal responsibility for how you treat others.
Very good. Now we're going to recognize some students this week that were caught being good for the Good Deeds Board. Thank you, teachers. I know sometimes we get busy and it's hard to do that. Remember, students, you're not always going to get recognized for every good thing you do. This is just a moment in time. That doesn't mean you have to be a perfect person, but if you get caught being good, your name's going to get recognized. So they're going to share those names with you today.
Isaiah Owens from Ms. Fitzpatrick for helping other students. Antonio Baze, congratulations. Jordan Payne from Ms. Raines for helping another student. Joseph Gonzalez from Ms. Cottle, holding door for another student. Adriel Rodriguez from Ms. Cottle, holding the door for another student.
Tyler Gurley, Lori Edwards, helpful. Lacey Hayes, Miss Raines. Sarah Montel Acosta, Miss Glenn, helping another student. Anasia Gardner, Miss Smith, helping clean up lab supplies. Dia Alphin, Miss Smith, helping to clean up lab supplies. Aaron Ingram, Mr. Hood, for being a helper during cleanup time. And Jack Strickland, Miss Cottle, holding the door open for another. Thank you for being a gentleman. And Ryan Hastings, Miss Raines.
Thank you. And remember, your names are going to go in the SOAR bucket, remain there for the remainder of the year, and twice a month we're going to do a drawing. So that'll be our next Friday edition. Just a quick thing so you can be thinking about it. October 23rd through the 31st is Red Ribbon Week, and I know that you guys are doing essay contests. That's hard for me to say. Red Ribbon Week. And all the school is involved in the essay contest. I'm excited about that. But the same week, during that week, we're going to be celebrating homecoming because it's also Spirit Week. And Mr. Weeks has agreed to let us have a Spirit Week where we get to dress up and do some really fun things. And I'm going to share this and email these days to your teachers. But I wanted to give you a heads up so you can start thinking about it and talking to your friend. We have on Monday of that week, it's going to be wearing a hat day, any kind of hat you want, large hats, big hats, you can decorate hats, but that's going to be for putting a cap on drugs. So that's the first day. On Tuesday will be Wacky Tacky Day. You can dress up as tacky and wacky as you want to, and we have students that come with the wacky big hair, wacky clothes, different kind of shoes that don't match. So be thinking about that with your friends. And our theme for that is it's tacky to go through life impaired. That's kind of, we have to play off the drug prevention. On Wednesday, this is a new one for us. The 7th grade, the entire 7th grade are doing historical presentations and dressing up like historical figures. And they're going to be doing those presentations. So what we're going to do is we're going to play off that and make drugs history. So you can dress up like any historical character. It could be a pop culture person in history. It could be an example. I think Mr. Rappel is going to wear a toga and he's going to be dressing up like someone, back in the Greek day. You can look at pop culture like Michael Jackson, Madonna, or you can do something like Rosa Parks, any historical thing or anything in the past, or anything from the 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever you like. So that should be a fun day. And then the last day on Thursday, we're going to, with everything that's happening in our country, we want to have a Celebrate America Day, where every single person in the school, and we hope every single person, will wear red, white, and blue, promote America in some creative ways. We'll also be wearing our red ribbons that day, and we're going to keep track this year how many people in each homeroom dress up or participate, and in each grade level we're going to have a special little celebration for you. So we want this to be a fun week. So that's it for the SOAR team. We hope you have a great weekend, right girls, and enjoy your time off, and we're going to see back to you.
Thank you for sharing.
Now please join us as we sing the Rosewood School song.
You're a grand old school, you're a high spirit school, and forever in love may we stand. You're the emblem of the things we love, the greatest of all that we know. Every heart beats bold for the purple and gold, and there's never a doubt or fall. And
all classmates are never forgot. Keep your eyes on that Rosewood School.
That concludes today's broadcast. Please be sure to tune in next Friday for our next episode.
And from all of us here at WRMS,
Let the eagle soar.